Hello and welcome to Taiwan Today. I am Natalie So. Today I'm honored to have with me one of Taiwan's top officials in charge of relations with China, the Deputy Minister of the Mainland Affairs Council, Mr. Chen Ming-chi. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And today we're going to be talking about Taiwanese living in China. We know that there are quite a few Taiwanese living in China. Can you tell us how many are there right now?
According to our in-country statistics, we'll say for those students in school, we are approximately every year we have 2,000 new students going there, and so they make it about 10,000 for the students. And it's very difficult since we don't have a very good system to register all the Taiwanese people in China. But according, we triangulate from different sources, and our estimation is about 421,000 currently is living and working in China.
Taiwanese,
yes,
just about
Taiwanese.
421,000.
Yes.
So do you see this trend decreasing or increasing in recent years?
Up to a minute, I think the number has peaked already. Since this year we have U.S. and China trade war, and a lot of Taiwanese business has withdrawn from China or they relocate to other places. So there might be we're going to see some decrease in number in the future.
So because of the economy, basically.
Yes, but on the other hand, we have more students. This is the first year they lower their standard for our students to go there. So I would say we will see some slight increase on the students' part.
So I know that China, they're trying to get more and more Taiwanese to come to China. They want to basically steal our talent, right? Put it in that
you
way.
can say so.
I mean, they had 31 incentives, package of all kinds of benefits and for Taiwanese. What does the government think about that?
We have taken some study into this, the 31 majors, and we think basically this is in the name of preferential treatment to the Taiwanese people, but actually that benefit China more than it benefit Taiwan.
Really? In
Yes.
what way? Can you tell us?
They are also facing some, because they want to develop their economy and everything, so they are facing they don't have enough talent to go around.
China doesn't have enough talent either.
So they really need more engineers, they need more doctors, they need all this sort of people to go there. So I think they are, the Taiwanese people going there is going to help them more than they're going to help these people, the Taiwanese people.
That's true. We have a lot of great talented people in Taiwan. A lot
Yes,
of smart
we do.
people.
Especially the engineers. That is, we have a strong tradition in engineering and the medicine. That's two
right.
parts. They want to attract more people there.
So I know that China has their brain drain because many Chinese are going abroad,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
Now Taiwan is also facing a brain drain because many Taiwanese want to go abroad, and perhaps China is one of their choices.
Yeah,
So-
one among many choices, I would
Right.
say.
So what does the government think about this problem of brain drain? What are you trying to do to keep talent here in Taiwan?
We have a lot of majors. We try to increase their incentive to stay, but on the other hand, it's a global era. We don't. It's a free society, free and open society. We don't really want to stop people from going out or coming in. So we want to strengthen our own economy and society. Try to keep our best people here. And we are confident. I myself, is new to this job. Before my job here in the government, I serve in the university as a college professor. I would say there are not that many people or the top professors going there, even though they have set up a lot of incentive to attract our academicians to go there. But up till now, I would say, according to our understanding this year, there have been no really good top professor going there to find a permanent job there. A short-term visit is very natural, and it's very okay for the free academic exchange. I don't see any problem in that dimension.
So, yeah, I know that a lot of people like to go visit there as visiting professors, but also they're trying to attract people, whether by giving them a better salary or recognizing their credentials.
The thing is that China is doing that on a short-term base. They give they sort of count it by number, how many paper you publish. For each paper, they'll give you a certain amount of money. Without a free and a really open environment, it's not really conducive to development of a genuine scholarship, I would say. So we are, in this respect, we are very confident about our own environment. Taiwan has been democratized for almost 3 decades. And our environment is very solid and very sound for development for the very top research. So I think we are confident in that.
So, yeah, obviously Taiwan has the attraction of a free and democratic society, which China does not.
No.
And I think it is hard for Taiwanese to get used to that kind of society. But China is trying very hard to lure Taiwanese there. And it seems that the government here also is trying to discourage people to have career developments there. For example, they may not recognize papers that were published there or degrees, medical degrees there.
I think only probably in medical. So medicine is a very different area. So every society wants to protect and encourage their own people to go into medicine. So there is some protection. But outside of the medical practice, we are pretty open. We recognize most of their college degree. We recognize almost all of their high school degrees. That means they can come here freely to attend our college. So we are open in that aspect.
Also recently, this month, in September, they decided to allow Taiwanese who've been living there for 6 months to have resident cards. So this has been a kind of a big issue.
It is.
And it seems like the government's a little bit worried about these cards. Can you tell us the concerns?
Yeah, the main concern for us, two sides of this. First, giving the Taiwanese people in China some convenience. We respect that. We think giving the Taiwanese people there a better service is okay. It's welcome. But the thing is that behind each convenience comes with a string attached. That is the political side of it, and we are very worried, and we think we should take some countermeasure on that.
So what are the worries? I mean, I think that everybody knows that China wants Taiwan to become a part of China, right? So that's perhaps the intention behind many of their policies.
Yes.
What are the specific worries that you have about this particular residency card?
Because the residential card is very designed in a very similar way as their own ID card for their own citizen. And they put Taiwanese people together with Hong Kong and Macau. So I think that is a very strong intention, political intention behind this design.
Right. Basically,
so it's a confusion
treating yourself as a citizen of
yes.
China almost.
But the thing is that, it used to be this way. When the Taiwanese people go to China, they enjoy they call the super citizen treatment, 超国民待遇. But now they're actually a little bit lower. You give the Taiwanese people some convenience. They are easy to buy the train ticket. They will be more. It's much easier for them to register for a very cheap hotel when they're traveling outside of this metropolitan area. But that's about it. But with the residential, even on the individual level, for these people who take this residential card, they might face the requirement for them to pay the social insurance there. And we know the Chinese social social insurance policy is not really that solid. It's not like Taiwan. We have a very strong and very long history of the medical insurance here. So you paying it, probably you're not going to get the benefit. First of all, secondly, the taxation. If you are living there by applying for this residential card, you are actually admit that you live in China half of the year, at least, and that will qualify you as a tax citizen, taxable resident.
So you're beyond their record, basically.
Yes, basically.
I mean,
yes.
they haven't said they will tax them, but it's possible in the future,
Yes.
right?
No, they are going to tax them. They are
Really?
going to, just
I thought that they
the
said they were
beginning
not
of this
going.
month, September, beginning this September, they are going to tax them and tax them globally, no matter where they have their income, only if that country or that region has some tax agreement with China.
So what does that mean for Taiwanese living in China? Do they have to pay Chinese taxes if they have this card?
And not only their income in China, but also their income in other areas.
Really?
In other countries.
Do they have to pay Taiwanese taxes as well?
Yes, but currently we don't have any tax agreement with China.
So they have to pay two taxes.
Unfortunate, but we are not going to surrender their tax record, their income record here in Taiwan to Chinese government.
Oh.
So they are a little bit safer on their side. But certainly with the residential card, you surrender your own privacy, your all the biomark to the Chinese authority.
So they can trace you.
Yes, they can trace you. You can see those camera.
Right.
They can trace you everywhere, wherever you go.
That's a little scary.
It is, isn't it?
But don't they monitor everyone?
They do, but it's easier for them to do so if you apply for their residential card. I would say that's one danger. But that is on an individual level. But collectively, there are confusion, the distinction between Taiwanese people and Chinese people there. So by issuing this, they are intentionally manipulate this very, I would say, the gray area. It's not really holding their residential card doesn't mean you are their citizen. You are not PRC. You are not the citizen of PRC, but you are sort of in a gray area.
So what kind of countermeasures is the government thinking of doing now?
As an open and democratic society, there is not really that much we can do, but at least we would like to establish a registration system. We encourage people, we will require people to who apply for and hold their residential card to register with our government authorities.
Will they be barred from taking public office or other
We will take
positions?
minimum measure on that because of we have some concern on national security concern. Out of that, we are still under study, and all the options are open, and we don't want to hurt our own people, but we have to prevent the Chinese government to intervene into our own internal affairs. Therefore, some self-protection measure is necessary.
So we're still looking into this issue, right?
Basically, our thinking is that we would like to make the as less restriction as possible. But certain things they have to be sort of off limit for them. For example, certain government positions or serve as professional soldiers.
National security issues.
Yes, basically that is our thinking. But there are many other options going around. Some legislators promoting to cancel their household registration in Taiwan. But we are still looking into this matter. I mean, this is going to be very big for them, a very big impact for the Taiwanese people who holding the residential card.
Well, thank you so much for explaining the government stance, and thank you so much for tuning in to Taiwan Today. We've been speaking with the Deputy Minister of the Mainland Affairs Council, Chen Ming-chi, one of the top officials in charge of China affairs here in Taiwan. I'm Natalie So, and do join me in our next episode as we talk about Taiwan's relations with China.